Oh, the stupid things I do when it comes to arena. In reality, like, there's no way we are ever going to get in the top 5. It's just not possible on our server. The top 5 are just like all Paragon heroes. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to be happy in like 10 to 12 range. So therefore today we're going to have a little bit of fun and we're going to do something I like to call energy denial. Now this team is going to revolve around 100% denying the enemies their energy. This is probably going to go pretty poorly. Like pretty poorly. We're going to go over the heroes we're actually going to use, and I guess this is finally an opportunity. I never use Granny, but I guess we'll give her +5. Like, why not? Why not? We never use Granny, but we got ridiculous amounts of resources for this type of stuff, so we will do it. And first and foremost, we have the ultimate here. So you have energy loss per second enemies within range. So that is going to be our number 1 hero. Number 2 hero is one we've already used previously, and that is going to be Vala because of her little mark that she has. Where is it? Is it the first one? Yeah, the mark one. Basically absorbing energy, which is cool. Again, we're going to be using another very similar hero, which is kind of why I don't think this is going to work, but people want to see it. We also have Sylvina with the energy reduction when she uses her ultimate skill. And there's literally only I think there's only 5 that I've ever found to do this. Brian. So his basic, I believe. Oh wait, did I get this wrong? I thought he actually, oh yeah, here we go. His normal attacks deal damage 2 times and absorb energy from the target. So we don't have Supreme Plus or anything like that. I feel like this is going to go absolutely horribly because we're running literally like a 0 healer team. And we're going to probably punch down to lower ranks as well because I really do not think this team is going to work. But it's worth the fun part of it, right? So let's get our heroes in. Brian, Berial, Sylvina. Wasn't Granny down here somewhere? Where did Granny go? She get moved up the list now that I gave her +5. Oh, there she is. And Vala. So this is going to be our energy denial team, which I think is going to go horribly wrong. Especially since, like, I can't even get the mark's going to go, I think, on to Carolina here. And I think that's going to be the play. I feel like I want to run something like this for a team. Because again, I want Carolina to be the main focus. So you'll see Vala's mark is actually over the Damien right now, but both Damien and Scarlita are going to disappear. So this mark will transfer to the Carolina. And I think we're going to be able to deny Carolina like all of her energy, but I just don't know if we have enough damage or survivability here to make it happen. So our goal here is to not let anybody, even the Thorin, use an ultimate. I mean, Thorin looks like he might be able to. Carolina, though, is getting sapped away all of her energy. Actually, Carolina is having a very hard time getting any amount of energy. Granted, her ultimate isn't as impactful as her snowball basics, which is probably going to spell disaster here. Now, we are going to be getting rid of more energy here, but as you guys can see, we just lack the healing, I guess, to keep this going. I feel like Brian is definitely the weak point here, so maybe if we do something like Damien, which will give us more haste, which will give us more ultimates and stuff, that could do something good. Like, literally, I think we kept Carolina from using an ultimate that entire time. But that's not the smartest play in the world. It really is not. We're not even using a full Supreme Plus team here, so this is going to go horribly wrong, and I'm just chucking out resources here just to see if we can even make this happen, which I don't think it will. Again, let's rebuild this team. So Granny, you're definitely included. I think we're going to slot Damien in here just to get some healing going, just because if without that healing, I think we're done for. We definitely want Berial. We definitely want Sylvina and I think Vala. And I think this is going to be our squad. So what I want to do is oh, this is the worst map for it too. I want to energy deny the Damien over here, but that is simply not going to happen. Oof. This is going to be a little rough, and I don't think it's going to work out here either because we're targeting the Ulmus, which is like the last target we think we care about as far as energy goes. Especially when there's this much crowd control in it too. Now, luckily, we do have a ton of healing with Damien, and we don't have to worry about Damien living or dying or anything like that. And you can see Ulmus is tanking so much of that damage. I mean, maybe in the future, you guys really making me use some weird teams, but it's kind of a cool thing to think about. It's just, because of Arena 3, this type of team just simply isn't going to work. I think if Arena 3 didn't exist, we could make this happen a lot more, because then you can more smartly put your target on the Arden, because the Arden is the one you absolutely cannot afford to let get an ultimate off. And I think we're just going to be throwing points away here. We got, what, one more attack? I don't think this is going to go well. Let's try to hunt around to find maybe even a map combo that would be okay. Let's just see. Let's just see. Arena 3. Okay, here we go. Arena 2 we can make work. Sylvina, we got the healer boy over here. Maybe we can make this work. This is a big maybe here. So that's fine there. Where do we want this to go? Do we want to go Igor? No, we probably want to go with either Sylvina or maybe even Ludovic. Gonna go to Igor no matter what back there. Let's see if this team can actually do anything though. Both are, oh my gosh, our Vala just got insta-gibbed. I put Vala across from Sylvina, the stupidest mistake you can make. Because if you guys didn't know, if you're ever dealing with issues with Vala on the enemy team, just put a Sylvina across from her. She takes care of her. As you saw right there, completely decimated her. But yeah, this is not quite gonna work. Losing a lot of points here. Sylvina still did a ton of damage. Vala with big old zeros across the board. That was just a user error right there. My goodness, I don't think I like this energy denial team. They're missing a lot when it comes to this type of squad. So again, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys. If you guys want to see some sort of specific team, let me know. Energy denial was not one of those that is really going to work out well. It just, I don't know. Vala right now in the meta doesn't seem super powerful. Sylvina does, again, if you get the placement right on her and everything, she can be very impactful. But having all the other right heroes attached to it is important. I really don't think Granny is a PvP hero right now. She just really lacks. And Berial, or that's not Berial. Berial really needs an enemy team formation that's going to separate. If they don't separate and he doesn't summon a ton of his clones here, because again, one of the big reasons you use him is for his Mythic Plus. The enemies need to be isolated, which means they need to not have an ally within one tile of them. That's when they start losing the energy, and they create that silhouette that inherits 50% of its stats and then do some really cool things. Then on top of that, enemies lose energy when they take damage from the silhouettes. And if the enemies are just all grouped up, this isn't going to take effect. So let me know what you guys think. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. I'll see you guys next time.